Hello everyone, this is Monster Slayer, and since last time we didn't play anything, I just want to show you a new episode with the first map, which are most likely going to kill us. We'll see, depends on our luck and our smarts, I guess. I wish we would have enough luck or enough RNG on our part to be able to have a lot of things on the map, so I can show you a lot of mechanics. There's fires, which have a different sort of idea behind them, which you can get some... you can get nothing, or you can get some bonuses to your character that are permanent, more health, more AP, more different stuff, upgrading the cards, and so on and so forth. I don't know what we're gonna get. We're gonna see. We're probably gonna get just monsters and we're gonna be dead pretty soon or fast. I guess we're gonna learn from that as we move along. So we're level 1. It doesn't matter that we've played the tutorial last time. The level from there doesn't get passed when you start playing. But you do get the money and the items, which is actually quite great. So we're gonna go to the entrance, and we're gonna start from there. Okay, not another hopeful hero trying to be a monster slayer. Well, it's dangerous to go alone. Choose your companion. So, actually this mechanic I don't know since now. Siege, gain... Oh, Sage gains 15 mana. Yeah, we don't use mana, so we're not gonna pick him. And this is a warrior, which gives us 15 block. Oh, we do like that. There we go, we have it. Your new companion has not been named yet. Take... Oh, we're gonna leave it with its name. Falcon Frost. Yeah, it's okay, I don't care. Joins your party. Okay, there we go. Because there's no connection over here, although we are right here, right now with our character, if you wanna... I guess thinking like that, otherwise you're like... If anywhere you want, but you're only going to be able to go here or here. So we're level 1, we're not going to go for a cleric level 3, because that may hurt a lot, even kill us. We're going to go for the mage level 1, which is even so, or just as much as dangerous as well. We don't have any other choices, any other options, so we're going to go for it. Let's see what we can actually
how they handle my blade.
do. So he is, what? Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like what I have so far. Actually, I'm gonna milligan it. There we go, this is even better. We're gonna go for a lot of damage. He has like a 18 HP for... no, HP, not AP. So 18 health, 14 action points. No mana, but it's going to grow it a lot. So I need to dish as much damage as I can, as fast as I can, otherwise we may be screwed. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna start as it is. We draw a new hand. And first of all, I'm going to put the armor on me. As you can see, it's going to take 3 fights for this cooldown to finish. So we're going to have this ability again. If I know right, you can actually improve this in time as you level up. Through fame, you can actually augment your companions, if I'm not wrong. I think it's the last things on the bottom. I actually said last time I don't know what those were, all those dots. I think that's what you can use them for. So we're gonna attack with this one. We're gonna go with this one as well. We already are quite down, but we're only gonna dish out another 3 damage, which unfortunately is not enough to kill him, but we were close enough. We have some armor that is probably not gonna do any damage to us this turn. I guess we're gonna see. Then again, he's a mage, he could actually even kill us. There we go, it's a 3 hit. He actually has this type of attack. And that was it. He didn't have a good hand, I think, because otherwise he would have pounded us a lot more than this. We're gonna use this and do the 4 attack damage, so we kind of finish it all. And he's done. We got 2 gold, some experience, and we've opened up the rest of the map. And there we go, we have a campfire and a merchant. I have some gold. This could be helpful, but you don't want to go to the merchant too many times, because apparently right now if you go to the merchant like twice, its prices seem to go up a bit, especially if you buy something. So we're gonna let the merchant a bit for later. We're gonna go for the campfire. Let's see if we're lucky. If we're lucky, this is gonna be awesome. So this bonfire looks warm and inviting, a perfect place to take a short rest. Now we can come back later, but we don't want to do that, or we can go to the camp.
Start.
There we go. When you rest at the bonfire, you draw random rewards from the deck of 12 cards. 2 of these cards are fishbone cards. If you draw any of the fishbone cards, you lose all the rewards you have gained so far, but you don't get punished, so that's quite important. Now it depends on how you want to play it. Right now, if this is what I only want to claim, I'm going to get a permanent 2 HP bonus to my character, but I want to go with at least 3 cards. That's pretty much my rule. I'm going to go with 3 cards, whatever it happens.
Well, go on.
And there we go. We have like 2 more mana, which we're never going to use most likely, and 2 HP cards. Now, because this is not exactly what I would have wanted, I'm going to go with the 4th one.
Amazing.
And there we go. I actually got another 2 HP card. But if you make the math, because there's 2 fishbone and you already picked like 3 cards, that means that's like 8 cards left, from which 2 are fishbones. The probability of us getting other good cards are kind of low right now. So I'm gonna stop over here. I'm gonna be a scaredy cat. I'm gonna claim my rewards, and there we go. Now I have a 43 HP. Now the fire is spent. I'm never gonna be able to come back to it, and even if I come back to it, which I can't, I'm clicking right now over here. This was where the fire was. It's not gonna do anything. So we're gonna go with the spider now. This is gonna poison us a bit, but
Here we go.
I'll see. You're gonna think that this little thing is not that hard to fight. It's not that hard to fight, but he can really kick your ass if you're not paying attention. I kind of like the deck I've received so far, because we're gonna play at least 4 cards and we're gonna have 4 overall damage at the end of it. So I'm gonna start the battle. I can't do any more armor on me, and by the way, armor doesn't pass from battle to battle, so that's a thing to remember. So I'm just gonna dish out my damage. There we go, and I have exactly 1 more HP to do the last amount of damage on him. See, he's about half health now, but he's gonna do a lot of damage to us. You're gonna see in a sec. So he did his web. The enemy chooses a card from their hand to discard. So I'm gonna, like it or not, I'm gonna have to pick something to discard. I'm gonna keep the mana because I have more now and I can do some damage on him directly or heal myself. So I'm gonna pick one of my attack cards. He can actually destroy my entire hand, by the way. And he did some damage to us. And he's gonna do some... Oh, actually he put a shield on him. So this is... This actually is going to be pretty hard to get to him directly. So, like it or not, I'm going to have to do that and consume some of his shield. And with this, I could heal, but I don't see the point of it. I could draw another card, but who knows what we're going to get. But I could do the poor damage and hit him a bit with 2 damage apparently and destroy its entire shield. Now, if I do 2 damage, it's going to get him to 12, no, actually to 11. If I pull a new card, we could do even less damage than this, so I'm gonna go with the pure damage. There we go. Oh, actually, somehow, I managed to do an... Oh, my bad. It was pure damage. That means it's going to bypass the shield and it's gonna go directly for its health. It was even better this way, actually. So he's gonna do his damage now. He's not poisoning us, probably because it's a low level. Oh yeah, by the way, how does level work? Oh, there we go. Well, I'm going to tell you about the level fast, and I'm going to go with this because we have this we have never really played this before. It's quite nice. It's very good to have in your hand as a rogue. A lot of chains, a lot of daggers. Well, not a lot, but enough of them, you know. And then you should have some of these which do overall damage, and it's going to go beautiful. I'm telling you right now. So, how does level up work? The first time, which you're going to have like a low level. You're gonna go in your first area. That area is going to have a level, I guess, compared to yours. The second map, if you actually beat the boss in the first map, is gonna have a kind of a higher increased level, a lot more than you have, and you're gonna get pounded a lot. Most of the time, if you manage to, I guess, pass the first map, you're most likely not gonna manage to get to the second boss. You're just gonna get killed by the mobs until that. The boss of the second map. That's why you need to really augment, you know, your characters. You really need to kill a lot of heroes until you can level up them enough with your passives and your actives or your base class skills, so you can actually manage, if you're lucky, to build a good enough deck to be able to win the 3 fights that you need to. Okay, so now we have only 3 HP. But we have cards that are going to use an amount of 4 HP. The lucky part is that this card deals 4 physical damage but gives you 2 HP back. So as long as you have 2 HP, you can use it. You're gonna get back the 2 action points that you used at first when you actually used it the first time around. And I'm using a lot of used words over here, and it's getting, I guess, confusing and annoying. So let me show you. Guess best thing to do would be to use this, because we're gonna draw another card. We got our action points back. We did damage as well. He increased its shield, so we diminished its shield with the 4 damage. We got a normal attack of 7, and it uses 1 action point. All of them use 1 action point, so we're quite nice so far. But I should use this because it's gonna do only the damage and that's it, but it's gonna draw us another card. And there we go. Actually, we're lucky we got an attack card with no action points used as not as well. So that card doesn't use any action points, so we can still use the 2 that are left. This one didn't kill him, and this is gonna be an overkill because we're gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage plus 1, so about 6 damage.
I feel stronger already.
Or I think it was just a 5 damage actually. So we've got the experience, we've got the money, we've leveled up as well. You have level up, your total HP has been increased and your HP replenished. Choose either a reward or a new card to add to your deck. So we can upgrade the card, start with +1 mana, which we really don't care, or we can take 2 more cards. To be honest, I could really upgrade the card, but I do like this more. I want to have as many daggers cards as I can, at least for this round. In time you're gonna want to change that. We're gonna go for the treasure because usually it's no fight at all and get some stuff, maybe even upgrade stuff. We'll see.
This could be helpful.
So I can have +1 AP, which is actually quite nice, or I can go with the backstab. This is a very good card, but I'm gonna go with the 1 AP because as a rogue, as I said before, you're gonna want to have at least an 8 or a 9 action points on your hero. It depends how you level it up or how you level your deck, but that's how it usually works. We also got a healer. This is a good thing to go for when you're close to the boss, if you survive that long. I'm gonna go for the other treasure. As you saw, you don't need to follow a certain pattern. You can go to any of the accessible areas from the map. You have to kind of plan how you're gonna level up, so it kind of helps you keep your HP intact. You found the treasure chest. Let's open it. And we have a card. So unfortunately this time around we don't really get to pick. We can only get this card and that's it. You can say no thanks though, so that's your other choice, which you're just going to ignore whatever you could get. But this is a pretty decent card. You gain a temporary copy of a random card from the enemy's hand. Sometimes can be really useful, sometimes can be just a card that's going to clog your hand and that's going to be it. We found another merchant, which is kind of interesting, usually just like 1 on the map. We only have level 3 mobs to fight and we're level 2. What we could do is actually go to at least one of the merchants. This would be the best one, because it's going to open the other 2 areas. The healer you can go to as well, but if you activate him, you lose him. So you're not going to have him heal you again. We can come back later, we can view the wares, but I'm going to go for the wares. Unfortunately, the cards are not something I really care for. The items though, do we have enough money? We have enough money to buy at least 1 or 2 things. So, Punisher Dagger, it's 1+1 damage, +1 physical damage against full health enemies. So it's gonna help out a bit at the first attack, I guess. Hunting Leather Armor. This is a bit of HP, physical damage against animals. So it's gonna give 1+ damage to animals. Oh, this is actually a blue one, blue item. Curing Bracelet of the Dragon, 5 extra HP. Take no damage from playing cards while poisoned. Adds +1 to all fire damage. This is actually quite nice. It's not that great, but it's nice enough, and since I have some money, why not spend it? I'm not gonna get the other 2 because I don't see the worth of them. We're probably gonna get better items anyways. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna keep the money because we have another merchant on our map, so that's something to keep, I guess, in mind. We could go for the altar. Usually it helps you upgrade a lot of stuff on your character. I actually had once. It gave me the choice that to lose 2 permanent action points, which was quite terrible at the time because I only had like 3, and upgrade all my level 1 cards. That was awesome, in a sense, because all my cards would have used the action points then. But they would have been level 2. Usually you just get to upgrade 1 card, not all of them. That was something, but I couldn't choose that thing, or I guess that option, because I didn't have enough action points on my character as it was. We have 5 now, which is quite nice. We're gonna go for the bandit level 1. It's not gonna level us,
I see them done.
I guess,
my
but...
attack.
What now? Hunk of meat. Oh, I thought I was getting a permanent action point. Actually, it was a card. Recover 5 health points, then delete this card. So this is basically like a heal within combat. We could use this as like the last one. Let's not mute again. Let's start like this. We're gonna get some damage most likely, but I want to see what we got from his hand. We got an attack, which is not bad. It's not stealing. It's basically making a copy of it, so he's still gonna have this card on him. So I'm gonna go with his card directly because it doesn't use anything. I guess I'm gonna go with the pure damage, and I'm gonna keep this for the next turn. Unfortunately, it counts your hand, as I said, and you only got like 2 cards instead of more than that. So he played 2 pickpockets. Oh, he got my chain and probably my attack or my heal. He got my heal actually, so he killed himself. Because he had a lot of action points, apparently. Oh, those attacks that he played didn't use any action points. So he actually did some damage to us. We're gonna recover our health. And we actually draw a card as well. Instead, we're gonna go with the attack. And we actually have 2 chains now. So we're gonna do 2 damage. And that's it with this one. We got a new card as well. If I'm gonna use this now, I'm gonna do 2 damage and +1 because I already used a chain. And I'm gonna draw a new card as well, but it didn't really do anything because we killed him. But even so, we had more possibility for us. Okay, so we're still level 2. I guess I'm gonna go for the altar and hope for the best. It's usually to not kind of hurry with these altars, basically. So, you find an ancient carved stone altar covered in runes that say, "The Harbinger does not fear the blade." You run your fingers through the rune and the stone crackles with power. You may investigate the altar to see what blessing it offers. So we can investigate or ignore. We're gonna go with investigate. The stone altar comes with power. If you claim its gift, you gain 1 hit points whenever you play a card, but you lose 2 action points. So this is actually pretty great power. But the problem is we only have like 3 action points apparently. I thought I had 5, apparently not. So that's quite problematic. So you can claim the gift, or you can say no thanks. Now, 3 action points, if that's what I would have been left with, would have been playable, but if we're left with 1 action point, we're gonna get a beating, so I'm gonna have to say no, unfortunately. So I decided to not go for it. The altar is spent, we're not gonna be able to use it anymore, well, we give it a try, I guess, you know. That's why it's usually best not to hurry with him, because you can find captains and other stuff on the map that can give you more action points. Well, actually, I had 5. I knew I had 5. And that's gonna help you to spend some to win something better, basically. Okay, the merchants are pretty much the only things you can come back to, by the way. We don't have enough money to go for the other one. I could go for the healer to see what's here, but I guess I'm gonna pass for now. What we could do, I guess anywhere I go is gonna be pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna go for the bandit, as I kind of know how he plays.
Target practice.
I'm not gonna mulligan. No, I'm not gonna mulligan. I'm not gonna reshuffle my hand. I'm gonna go for what I have right now. So the attack, 3 damage, actually 4 because we have the blade. Let's go with the chain because we're gonna draw another card. We have 2 more action points, so we can play still both of these. Let's see what we get when we play this one. We were lucky actually. So this did an increased damage because we already had the chain strike already activated or used. So it did a +1 damage at least. We can use this because it doesn't use any action points at all. So another 3 damage. And we have 4 cards. With this we're going to be 5, and that's going to give basically a +5 damage on him right now. There we go. And that's it. We could activate the shield, but I think we may just level up. I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to use this ability right now. We're going to save it for later. So he want to steal something. He's going to steal something basically. He will use that, which I think he healed himself. He attacked with a chain, another pickpocket, an attack, a chain, that's probably from our hand. Another attack. And he has no more cards in his hand, so that's it. He kind of lowered our health a bit here. I'm gonna go with this because... oh, there we go. It uses no action points. It's gonna give us block the next 2 points of damage. And you draw a card, which is... oh, quite nice, quite nice. So we're gonna go with this one because it gives our action points back. You do 4 damage also, and you draw another card, so we're doing quite nice there. We're gonna go with the block, although action points could have been maybe better because we don't know what we're gonna get with the card that's gonna be drawn after we use the chain strike. But we're gonna go with the block to have a bit of defense, because he's gonna dish some damage, and we can't really use this, but we can use it. I guess the next round we can even maintain the shield a bit, so we're gonna end the round. 0 damage there, a defense, more defense probably, yeah, 9 defense now, and he has 0 cards in his hand. So we survive with no damage. Actually, we don't have 5 action points. I mean, apparently we only have like 3, I don't even know why. I thought I augmented this, apparently I didn't, my bad. We have a few choices. We could do the 4 damage, but it's going to get from... I guess it's going to be used from its shield. So I'm gonna go with the defensive stance. I'm gonna go with more defense on me. I'm gonna do the pure damage on this one. We could heal too. Let's go with the heal. And I guess I'm just gonna use this and diminish his shield a bit, which is going to increase right now probably. Another attack. This still from the shield. He's going to augment his shield a lot this time. And 0 hands in his in his hand. So we're not going to be able to bypass its shield right now. We're going to use everything. Oh, actually this is a 7 damage. This is another 7 damage. So that's damage there. And this is going to do only a 3 damage, unfortunately. But at least we diminish him and he has no more shield. So that's something. While we still have a 4 shield on us. There we go. Now we're getting some damage back. And 0 cards in his hand. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna use this, he's gonna die directly. But I kind of want to do it because I don't think if I have any other choice. Oh, there we go. We leveled up. By the way, if the music is too loud, I don't really quite have a choice in the matter. There's no level for the music. You just get what you get. Now, this is a pretty hard choice. Now, this is a good card, but I wouldn't want to have too many in my hand, to be honest, because I don't want to play on the deck of the opponent. I want to play on my deck. Backstab is a good card. You should have a few of these. Finding an item is always good, but this is the best of them all. 2 starting HP only. So we're gonna have a 5 now. Exactly what we wanted to augment for a while now. So let's see. We're gonna go with the skeleton, the siren. The siren's kind of hard, if you ask me, but it's doable. Yeah, let's go with the siren now. We still have some time. We're probably not gonna fight the boss this episode. I would go... yeah. Should I? She's gonna have a lot of health. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the cards I have right now. She's gonna do some damage to us. Actually, I'm gonna use that. I didn't go to step by step because there was no point. It was +1 damage on the first attack, +3 and +3 and +3 damage. That's 10 damage. That's why she has 40 now. She's gonna steal a card from our hand. Yeah, she does that. She can actually wipe the entire hand, actually. I never had that. I only was left with 1 card in my hand, but I think it can be done. I think the game allows it. So we still have some armor left. She uses pure damage. So that's, or maybe magic, I don't know for sure. That's why we have some damage there. Like it or not, I'm gonna have to go with this, but it's a 7 damage, so it's quite nice. This is going to use 1 action point, do the 2 damage, but draw another card, which is helpful. And we were lucky, we got another attack card level. That's another 7 damage there. And we kind of trimmed her health down. Now we're below half health. And we still have some armor on us. She poisoned us, I think. Yeah, we're poisoned. So we're gonna get some poison damage. This actually helps a lot because we have it equipped as oh, actually we don't have it equipped if I'm not wrong. unfortunately. If we would have had this equipped, we would not get damage. Wow, suffer 6 poison damage each time a card is played. Really? You're like level 2? This is Silent level 2 and she does this? This can kill you directly basically, especially for a rogue which uses a lot of cards. So we're kind of screwed, to be honest. I don't think we're gonna I don't know if we're gonna survive this, because I can't go and not use cards, because they're the one that helped me basically to defeat my enemies. There we go, like 28 health, but she's 7, so it kind of was worth it, I guess. It's gonna heal probably. No, she made a shield. Actually, this just gives shields, not heal. So she's trimming. She trimmed down my shield a bit, but that was it. I could go with more shield. The action points we already have. We don't have the poison on us, so we don't get damaged by using cards. We could go for the attack as well. Actually, that would be more helpful. It's not gonna help too much. It's just going to diminish her shield, but at least we're gonna get rid of her entire shield. Hopefully, that's gonna be worth it. So, okay, she's bypassed our shield now. She's stealing pretty much our entire hand, and she uses our own cards to attack us. I guess this is the only choice I have, but she is lower health. Again, she stole one card. Has one card in her hand, and she has this dagger thing. Can she use the card with... oh, this let her draw another card, and from a 40 something we're down to 7. Luckily she's only 3 and she has no shield, so only this card can kill her, but she almost got us. Actually, she stood a lot of chances, and the problem is she didn't drop any bottles of health. So, like it or not, I'm kinda bound to go for the healer, otherwise I'm dead. Because with a 7 HP I cannot fight anyone. Especially since my companion doesn't do a health regenerate, which would only give us about 50 points of health anyways, but I think at least it would have been a start. So, like it or not, we had to level up, unfortunately. It's not a siren, I'm just not gonna go for it. Actually, I'm looking at the time and we don't have that much time left. We could have went through the entire dungeon in one clip, but I wouldn't have been able to actually tell you the strategy that I employ in the battles. I would have just click the cards and you would have seen something probably, or just slow motion the video to see what I actually did. And so it wasn't really worth it. So we're gonna make this like a 2-part video apparently. So that being said, if you enjoyed the clip, give the big like, if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys and gals around next time when I'm gonna try to finish this map, hopefully not die, and maybe even get them more money to go for the second merchant and maybe even get something nice from there. So with that being said, see you guys and gals next time.